Is it cold out?
It's like...
Alright, I'll see you, Benny. What's up, guys? Welcome to today's episode. You know that feeling when it's like the weekend and it's like a rainy day and you wake up, you look outside, it's all cloudy out, it's all rainy. So you're like, I have a warm bed, I'm just gonna stay snuggled in my warm blankets and then fall back asleep. I want to do that so badly today. Alright, so today was a pretty boring day. I mean, it's my busy day, so I don't have much time to do much. Oh, got a lot of work done during the day for a CSE project, and then... Oh, and my like, IBE class, my business class, which is, like I've said, probably my favorite class. My professor just got back from Germany, and like we kind of like, at the end of last class, said something about like, oh yeah, bring us back some chocolate. So he actually did, and he had a ton of chocolate, and he was just like throwing it around during class, which was pretty fun. I feel bad, I still am like one day behind on uploading the vlogs, although I'm fixing that with today's, but it's been tough also because, and this is like a pretty stupid excuse, but it's true, I can't find my headphones like my Apple headphones that I normally use. And like I need to have those in so I can edit, so I can listen to them, because I don't edit like always at my dorm, like I'm out and like in between whatever I'm doing I'm editing. But if I don't have those, then I can't edit, and so like like today I brought around my big Astros, but I just look like a freaking dork in those trying to edit. It just looks weird, so and I'm self-conscious about that. But regardless, I'm gonna do my best to get back on track. It's annoying, I hate being behind, I really do. Another thing that I don't like is when YouTubers always like apologize for their lack of uploads, or like delay and whatever uploads, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna fix it, I'm gonna make it better and not say I'm sorry, but I am sorry. Alright, so tonight I watched a video about Childish Gambino and kind of delving into what exactly he is, or who exactly he is as an artist, which he's a very multifaceted artist. I forget the exact phrasing that they used in the video, but like the idea is that he's not limited to one realm, or and in that also he is the same person across different realms, rather than like having different interests but being kind of separate in them, and being distinct. Like he's across the board an artist in many ways. So, like, I really love that ambition. I was talking to my brother about this, like, Childish Gambino is one of his biggest inspirations, and, like, even though I'm not necessarily, like, the biggest fan of his music or, like, some of his work, I just haven't, like, gotten into it necessarily yet, but, like, I love that ambition. It makes it, like, is inspiring to me, but it also begs a question that I think is interesting, that I've talked about with other people before, because I'm someone that, like, once I watched that video, it kind of made more sense to me in describing it that way. Like, I think that I am striving to be a multifaceted artist as well. On YouTube, like, I do all my editing in-house, I do all my, like, I'm the one in the video, I'm the one editing the video, I'm the one designing the graphics for my channel, I'm the one managing my channel, and all that sounds, like, kind of dumb, because that's how most YouTubers are. Like, I have an interest in graphic design. Like, in high school, I took a class in graphic design and was able to, like, teach myself a lot of things after that. And have even, like, used that in other realms. Like, I helped design a bunch of shirts for, like, my high school and things like that. And with, like, the same idea in mind of how I would have just designed my YouTube channel. And so that's, like, on a micro level. But then on, like, a macro level, like, I'm also very much interested in music and learning my own music like learning music on my own and not the traditional sense, which kind of lends itself to YouTube and like learning just by doing. So like I just learn piano and guitar by like learning random songs and just like working my way through it. And also like I've been interested in dance. Like as you guys have seen, I go to a dance class on Sundays, and like that's a totally different realm than possibly YouTube or music, but like I consider that all part of me. Is it better to be a jack of all trades rather than like a master of one? I know the phrase is like jack of all trades, master of none. And like I've seen like what sticks out in my mind is a graphic that Casey Neistat did during one of his videos where he described how you don't want to be a jack of all trades, master of none, and he like had this bar of like the degree that you can do certain things, and then the things that you're doing. So if you do a bunch of different things, you can only do them to the first degree. But if you're doing 10 things, you can only do them each to the first degree. But if you do one thing, you can do it to the 10th degree. So you should specialize and then become very good at that thing. But I don't know. I think like in this day and age, you can leverage being multifaceted to increase each of those things individually, which is very unique, and maybe that's like where the times are going. I don't know. I know that's where I want to be, and like the fact that I'm doing more than one thing makes each of those better. Whereas like I could be much better at one specific thing, but the fact that I'm doing multiple brings them all up. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of just where my head is at. And I know it's weird to like try to compare what Childish Gambino is doing to what I'm doing with YouTube, but like I think I think the idea is kind of the same in being multifaceted. Also, like I guess aside from art as well, like I'm studying something that's very different from doing YouTube or music or dance, which is computer science engineering. What's exciting, what's scary is like I don't see the connection entirely yet. Like in a sense, that is my brand. That doesn't necessarily mean I know how I'm using each of them to leverage each of them to a higher degree, which is something that it's yet to be seen. Like I don't know if that's gonna help me in the end, like it's helped Childish Gambino, but I certainly hope it does. Like it's a very cool thought, but it's also very much a thought-provoking one, because it makes me wonder, should I be putting time into these other passions and pursuits, or should I just keep going on with one? Alright, well, that's gonna do it. Gotta say I'm grateful that tonight I went on a boosted board ride because the ground dried up a little bit, well, a lot, and so I was able to go up because it rained all today, and then it's gonna rain all tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Well, at least that's what the forecast says, but I never believe weather forecasts like that. How can you predict weather? It's ridiculous. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you tomorrow.